Yeah, Stain is very broken. Stain is very broken.
Make some noise!
Am I about to try Testament? I was actually gonna try Testament later this week for sure. I might do it on some late night stream and then still do it on Thursday because Testament looks cool. You know what's odd about Testament? I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. A lot of people always say that like Testament is different and all this, and I still feel like the game plan of the character in most instances when they're bringing characters back rehashed is still the same. They kind of just rework it a little bit. So I'm looking at Testament and they definitely have some similar kind of gameplay ideas across the board that translate from the older versions of Testaments from the other Guilty Gear games. Yeah, it's just not trap dependent, but I can tell you right now, just from what I've seen and what I've been looking at, that it's still very lockdown heavy, and it's different from the sense of Happy Chaos, where Happy Chaos just got them guns out, bow, bow, like don't move, bow, reload, throw out the clone, hit him with the curse, you know, the water balloon, you know? Yeah, Stain is very broken. Stain is very broken. For those who don't know what we're talking about Guilty Gear Strive. They just released their last season DLC character, and it's a returning character that's been kind of reworked because the older version of the character was super trap dependent, and this game, although it is still, I feel like you legit could have left Testament the way that they were in the last game and it still could have worked, right? They still could have just tweaked it, but a lot of the characters are getting reworked. I actually do really like what they've done with Testament. So there were so many people talking about the character not being good, and Seijan made a tweet, a very, very good tweet. Like, don't make an assumption about the character because you saw it on somebody else's tweet. And granted, those people can be super educated in their thought process of the whole nine, but I feel like it's way too soon to be calling the character whack or not good or whatever the case may be. One thing about this Guilty Gear game, I feel like the matchups mean a little more. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of matchups that change just based off of how Testament is reworked for this version of the game. I love their redesign, but they still don't interest me at all. And that's cool too. But I bet you if you gotta fight a Testament, if you out here fighting these Testaments, you gonna learn something. Yeah, people put way too much love on top tiers. We talk about this shit a lot, man. And once again, just to refresh, there's people that are playing the characters or just playing the game and trying to get good, and they so zoned in on top tiers, on like what's gonna win and what the meta's gonna be, that they can't even let the game or the characters breathe sometimes. Like, it's so critical, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times it's super critical of like these characters that come out, because and there's nothing wrong with that because you want like a winning strategy. But I don't know, I personally love taking the long way around. Like, get out there, hit some buttons with the, I really want to like sit there and like lab the character. I also just want to hit buttons. I don't know if y'all saw last time when Eno came out, when Jacko came out, I legit just took the character online and was playing sets with my homie because I really just wanted to see how the character moved around, how they felt. And even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm familiar with the characters from their last versions of the games, like, I still want to see how they move comparatively and see how their systems work in, you know? Yeah, I just like to play the characters I'm really interested in and like work them around my game plan, right? And if I can, you know, make that playstyle stronger by getting more and more like character versus XP, which is what I typically do. Like, I love to just fight the matchup and then lab after. I know a lot of people like to lab before and then play. I like to hit buttons first and then lab after. Because for me, I feel like it's easier to wrap my head around a character when I know what they need to go for, right? So even if I'm playing a Chip or a Leo or whoever the fuck I'm playing, a Zappa, a King, like, I'm like, all right, I want to do these things. Can these things work? Can I wrap my game plan and my gameplay around what actually needs to happen? And that's how I kind of like approach characters. Granted, it's not the most top tier meta defining way to like discover and play a game, but for me it is. Like, for me, I love to just keep hitting buttons. People are like, bro, why will you play like 50,000 matches? I'm like, bro, I actually just really like hitting buttons, one, and two, like, I get a better grasp of a character like when I'm like in the fire, you know? Like, I'll go in, like, I'm like, all right, the character can do this, the character can do this, you know? But then after that, I'm like, all right, let's go fight. Like, let me see what I need to learn. Because if I really want to do this one thing, and this is kind of like my Tekken carryover, if I really want to do this one thing or this one move, but it's not integral to the gameplay, I need to feel it myself. Somebody being like, oh man, that move's not good, that shit don't do it for me. They don't do it for me. I don't like that move. Well, why? Did you try to these things? And even if they do have an explanation for being able to implement and or take things out of their gameplay, I'm still like, I'm hard-headed. I'm really stubborn. You know, I'm really stubborn when it comes to fighting games and just a lot of things. So I literally will go in. I'm like, all right, it didn't work here, but will it work here? All right, it didn't work here, but will it work here? Okay, no, all right, well, but if I waited, you know what I'm saying? I literally, in my head, my thought process is when I'm playing games, I'm playing characters, that's what I do. They can have a disadvantage. I ain't gonna even say versus lower tiers, because if you notice, man, there's a lot of fighting games now, and even just, you know, we're talking about Guilty Gear, we're talking about like KOF, we're talking about the most recent patch of Street Fighter. They've all made it so like characters are good around, right? They have like a general basis, whether it's increased damage, where they leave them at this spot. And I feel like they really want you, and this is like a lot of recent fighting games, they really want you to like squeeze out these finite kind of instances where you can like expand on the character. And I really think that's why characters like Testament, characters like Jacko, they are really unique, even though the system of Guilty Gear Force Drive has changed a little bit. Zappa, Dizzy, Johnny, Zappa, bro. Zappa can't come back. Oh man, that character can't come back. I legit just want Cliff in the game so I can rock a character with my name. Hey, I want to play Testament just to piss people off. He coming, I'm telling you. There's no way, bro. Bro, if Zappa comes back to this game, I'm going to care way too much. I'm going to care so much. He coming, Steve. Undeniable truth. He will be back. Devil will cry. He will be back. I actually kind of said that, like, this game fits the temperament for Testament to be able to come back. Characters like ABA. This, like, and I'm just looking at how the game looks aesthetically, how it plays. Characters like ABA, Testament. I feel like Dizzy really fits in this game. Although it doesn't mean those characters are coming. I'm just saying, like, aesthetically, gameplay-wise, like, I can see how they can tweak those characters just with small things. And then they can be, like, implemented in the game. Order Soul is one of my favorite character designs ever, bro. Like, Soul is cool, don't get me wrong. But he's no Order Soul. His blade alone, bro. I will buy Strive if they bring Bridget back. I feel like Bridget fits in this game. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Those kinds of characters really fit in this game. Nah, bro. If you look online, Devon, there's videos of me playing Order Soul. I can still play Order Soul right now. I legit played Order Soul in Accent Core. Like, I'm one of the... When Order Soul was introduced in Slash, I played Order Soul. He is definitely one of my alternatives for Guilty Gear Accent Core and Plus R. Like, I can still play that character right now. No, that character was godlike. Charge cancels, that shit was tight. 1-inch punch, 6H, bro. The hatchet, the cleaver. Bro, people talk about 6Hs, man. His charge system was too good. Far S, character's actually godlike.